Hello everyone, welcome back to your own history learning channel, Our Past by Priya Jha. In today's video, we are going to learn about Home Rule League movement, which is quite an interesting as well as important topic when we talk about modern Indian history. So let's begin. Well, friends, what is Home Rule League movement? It was a movement in British India on the lines of Irish Home Rule movement and other Home Rule movements. It lasted between 1916 to 1918 and it set the stage for the independence movement under the leadership of Annie Besant and Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So, in this video, we are going to discuss everything about Indian Home Rule League movement and who are Annie Besant, and we all know about Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Then what were the after effects of Home Rule League movement, what was the significance, how it ended, how we saw declination in Home Rule League movement. Everything will be discussed in this video. Well, let's first talk about its background. Well, we all know that First World War it occurred between 1914 to 1919. The circumstances, the situation at the war, it affected the country in many ways. We know that in World War I, Britain allied with France, Russia, USA, Italy, and Japan. On the other hand, Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Turkey, they were united, and these powers were fighting with each other. This period saw the maturing of Indian nationalism. The nationalist response to British participation in the First World War was threefold. So we can see that the reaction or the response by the nationalists were of many types. Let's see. Well, here on the screen you can see a map where you can see the elite powers in green color, then central powers in orange color, which includes German Empire, then Austro-Hungarian Empire and Ottoman Empire. Then other united countries were Great Britain, France, Russia, and so on. So this is the situation which occurred when World War I was taking place. Now friends, here is a picture from the First World War. Now, as I told you earlier that the nationalist response was three types. There was response from moderates, then extremists, and the revolutionaries. What were their response? Moderates supported the empire in the war as a matter of duty. So they supported the empire. Which empire? British Empire, which colonized our country. Moderates supported them. Extremists, including Tilak, they supported the war effort because they were of they thought that Britain are going to pay their loyalty as self-government will be provided to the country. So extremists also supported the war efforts. And then comes the revolutionaries. They decided to utilize the opportunity to wage a war on British rule and liberate the country. So moderates, extremists, and revolutionaries, they acted in different way as far as the participation of Britain in World War I is concerned. Now, what was Home League movement? Well, it was an Indian response to the First World War. The prominent leaders of the Home Rule League movement were Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Annie Besant, G.S. Kharpade, Sir S. Subramaniam Iyer, Joseph Baptista, and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So here we will see it. The Home Rule League movement can also be taken as the association of Muslim League, then Indian National Congress in many ways. Why was it established? Because they decided to have a national alliance to work throughout the year, because Indian National Congress only organized meetings annually. So a thought of having a alliance which would work throughout the year, this thought provoked in the minds of the nationalists at those times. Their main objective was demanding self-government or home rule for all of India within the British Commonwealth, and the alliance was to be All India Home Rule League along the lines of the Irish Home Rule League. So these are general points about Home Rule League movement. Well, in this video itself, we will discuss everything in detail. Well, friends, on the screen you can see pictures of Annie Besant, then Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Muhammad Ali Jinnah. They all participated in this Home Rule League movement. Annie Besant and Tilak had separate Home Rule Leagues. So, two Home Rule Leagues were launched, one by Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant, another. What were the factors that led to the movement? Well, a section of the nationalists felt that popular pressure was required to attain concessions from the government. The moderates were disillusioned with the Morley Minto reforms, not very satisfied. Then, burden of wartime miseries caused by a high taxation and a rise in prices. These things were also being faced by the Indians. Then Congress split in the year 1907, and fiery leader Bal Gangadhar Tilak's imprisonment from 1908 to 1940 meant that there was a break in the national movement. So they were trying to for a revival after Tilak's release in the year 1914. Then Tilak's release in June 1914, he was ready to assume leadership, reassured the government his loyalty, and to the moderates also. He wanted, like the Irish home rulers, a reform of the administration and not an overthrow of the government. So Tilak also changed with the circumstances. Then advent of Annie Besant. Who was Annie Besant? It brought about a revival of the national. Annie Besant was an Irish socialist writer and orator who supported the Irish and Indian home rule movements. She arrived in India in 1893, and Annie Besant declared that England's need is India's opportunity. So India should grab this opportunity and work in a direction for its own betterment. Now the leagues. Well, the home rule leagues were two. Why we had two home rule leagues? Let's see. Both who? Annie Besant and Bal Gangadhar Tilak both realized that the sanction of a moderate dominated Congress as well as full cooperation of the extremists was essential for the movement to succeed. Having failed at the 1914 session of the Congress to reach a moderate extremist reapproachment, Tilak and Besant decided to revive political activity on their own. By early 1915, Annie Besant had launched a campaign to demand self-government for India after the war on the lines of white colonies. And through her newspapers like New India and Commonweal and public meetings and conferences, she did a lot in this direction. Then in the year 1915, at the Congress's annual session, extremists got admitted to the Congress, but Besant failed to get the Congress to approve her scheme of home rule leagues. And Basant laid the condition that if the Congress did not implement its commitments, she would be free to set up her own league, which she had to because Congress did not show much interest in her offer. And Tilak and Besant set up their separate leagues to avoid any friction. And supporters were not at ease with other leaders. The supporters of Tilak were not at ease with Besant, and the supporters of Besant were not at ease with the policies of Tilak's league. And However, both leagues coordinated their efforts by confining their work to their specific areas and cooperating where they could. Now let's discuss about Tilak's league. Well, his home rule league was set up in April 1916, and he held his first home rule meeting at Belgaum. Pune was the headquarters of his league. His league was restricted to Maharashtra, excluding Bombay City. So, Bombay City was part of Besant's league, and Tilak's league included Maharashtra, Karnataka, Central Provinces, and Berar. It had 6 branches, and the demands included Swarajya, formation of linguistic states, and education in the vernacular or regional language. Now let's discuss about Besant's League. Well, Annie Besant set up her All India Home Rule League in September 1916 in Madras and covered the rest of the India, including Bombay City. So, though Maharashtra was under Tilak, but Bombay City was part of Besant's League. It had 200 branches. It was loosely organized as compared to Tilak's League and had George Arundale as the organizing secretary. Besides Arundale, the main work was done by B.W. Wadia and C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer. So this was about Besant's League. Now, what were the objectives of these home rule leagues? The objective was to achieve self-government in India or home rule as the name suggests, then to promote political education and discussion, to set up agitation for self-government, to build confidence among Indians to speak up against the government suppression, to demand a larger political representation for Indians from the British government, and to revive political activity in India while maintaining the principles of the Congress Party. So these were the objectives of the Home Rule Leagues, and they did so by agitation, by meetings, by plays, and taking help of many such things. What were the activities they did? The leagues organized demonstrations and agitations. There were public meetings in which the leaders gave fiery speeches. They were able to create a stir within the country and alarm the British to such an extent that Annie Besant was arrested in June 1917, in less than a year after the setup of her league. This move by the British created a nationwide protest, and now even moderate leaders joined the league. Besant was released in September 1917. So, activities like these were organized by the Home Rule Leagues. Now, what was the significance of this Home Rule League movement? Well, the Home Rule Leagues and the associated activities contributed to the fresh direction that the freedom struggle was to take in the coming years. It marked a transition between inactive nature of the Congress till the Gandhian phase. So we can take it as a transition when the Congress was not that effective till the Gandhian phase of the movement after the year 1920. It shifted the emphasis from the educated elite to the masses. Then it created a generation of ardent nationalists. It prepared the masses for politics in of the Gandhian style. Then the August 1917 declaration of Montagu and the Montfort reforms were influenced by the Home Rule agitation. So we can see that the significance of Home Rule League movements were many when we talk about the changes it got at those times. Then the efforts of Tilak and Annie Besant towards the moderate extremist reunion at Lucknow 1916 revived the Congress as an effective instrument of Indian nationalism. The moderates, extremists, and the Muslim leagues were briefly reunited through this movement. So we can see the significances of Home Rule League movements. Now let's talk about the failure and decline of the Home Rule League movement. Why it declined? What were the reasons? The government support was not at all there. This is one of the main reason. Now let's see others. It was restricted to educated people and college students, though it shifted the focus to masses, but then the participation of the masses was still lacking. They did not get support from the Muslims, Anglo-Indians and non-Brahmins from South India. Those Muslims who were in favor of partition of Bengal, they did not support this Home Rule League movement. Then non-Brahmins from South India also did not participate because they took it as something done by the upper caste Brahmins, so that they did not show their much interest. Then many moderates were satisfied with the government's assurance of reforms and they did not take the movement further. Then Annie Besant was confused between being satisfied with the government's talk of reforms and the movement. So she was also confused as well. She didn't know which thing to support. And Tilak, he had to go abroad in the year September 1918 in connection with a libel case against Valentine Shirol, whose book Indian Unrest had featured Tilak as responsible for the agitational politics that had developed in India. Besant was unable to give a positive lead and Tilak was away in England and the movement was left leaderless. Thus the movement declined and Gandhi's fresh approach to the struggle for freedom. The Gandhi's role here comes in existence, and his fresh approach to the struggle for freedom was slowly but surely catching the imagination of the people. The mass movement was gathering momentum, and it sidelined the Home Rule movement. Now, friends, in the year 1920, Gandhi accepted the presidentship of the All India Home Rule League and changed the organization's name to Swarajya Sabha. And within a year, the league joined the Indian National Congress. So, the Home Rule League ultimately merged into Indian National Congress, and on the screen you can see picture of Mahatma Gandhi. So the charge of Home Rule Leagues were ultimately they went to Mahatma Gandhi. So friends, this was all about Home Rule League movements, and the video ends here. If you liked it, please give the video a big thumbs up. Comment how did you like the video. If you want me to make a video on any topic related to Indian history or world history, you are free to comment in the comment section below. I will try my level best to make video on the topic suggested by you. And if you liked this video, share it with your friends and those who learn history, and please subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you.